Athletes, welcome back. We have a very simple couplet for you today, but it is gonna get pretty intense. We got upper body pressing, we got planks, and we've even got a variation of planks that you've never done before, or maybe you haven't done before, but we got it coming your way. So get ready, we got Seth, we got Faith. The warm-up is coming now. Athletes, your warm-up is here. We have 10 seconds on the clock. So we're gonna go ahead and lay down on the floor because we're gonna go through a couple variations of some floor angels in 2, 1. So the first one is put those hands on your glutes, and then you are gonna come out to the sides, touching over your head. We call these snow angels on the floor. So floor snow angels, if you ever hear the terminology. We're just gonna go through 6 to 7 reps here, but we're really working on just getting full range of motion through our shoulder, getting our upper body warmed up for that pressing. I'm gonna go ahead and have athletes change to a floor wall angel. So this is a similar exercise that you would see done on the wall, but we're doing it on the floor today. What's gonna happen is you pretend like you got a PVC pipe in your hands and you're coming down like you're racking it on your back, making a W with your arms, and then you're extending straight up overhead and then coming back down. The benefit you get from this is by keeping those hands back. So really think that if your hands aren't back far enough, then that PVC pipe will crash into your head. The next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna transition into a push-up position, and we're gonna go into hand release push-up. So I'm gonna have athletes keep a solid plank with their body, lift their hands from the floor, and then press back up. We're gonna go through 5 reps here total, and then we're gonna go through a total of a 10-second plank. Now we're gonna do regular planks in the warm-up portion here. So I'm gonna have both athletes get elbows on the floor, hips are gonna come up, and what we're gonna think about doing is pressing through our elbows so our upper back rounds out. I want you to think about a nice hollow position that we're gonna be in. We're gonna hold for another 3, 2, 1, and drop. And let's go back onto our stomach. We're gonna go into that snow angel on the floor again. So hands on your glutes, and then you're gonna rotate out, touching overhead. Again, the challenge here is not letting your hands touch the floor. So I'm gonna get those shoulders nice and warmed up because we're gonna give you some options when we get to our pressing for this workout. Next one we have is we're going into our floor wall angels. So grab that invisible PVC pipe. You're gonna come down, make your W at the bottom, and then make your Y at the top. I want you to go through 5 to 6 reps here. After we get done with those reps, we're back into our hand release push-ups once again. So we're gonna put those hands on the floor. We will press up. We'll come back down, lift hands up and back through. I want 5 total reps. And then lastly, we go back into our plank position. On our next plank, I'm gonna give you options here. So I'm gonna have both athletes go onto their hands rather than their elbows. So go to the top of your push-up position, and I want you to hold here. Again, we're focused on keeping our core engaged, and I wanna see that nice hollow position that we're gonna get into. We are holding for another 3, 2, 1, and rest. Now, that is the end of the warm-up. However, we're gonna go into a description of what an RKC plank is because we have that today, and you may be like, what are we about to do? So I'm gonna use Seth for this demo, and what we're thinking about an RKC plank is it's global flexion in your body. You think about every muscle in your body, you are flexing, and so it's getting you more bang for your buck out of this hold that we're doing. So Seth is gonna assume the position standing tall so you guys can see what we're thinking about doing here. Hands are linked together. He's gonna think about squeezing those elbows together and coming down. And at the same time, he's gonna think about bringing his feet up towards his elbows. Now go ahead and relax and breathe. Make sure you're breathing, geez. So when we go through this, we're thinking about if we were on a giant piece of paper on the floor and we're trying to scrunch that paper up, but nothing's gonna move because the floor is gonna stay still. So if Seth gets down on the floor, we're gonna see the same thing here. He extends himself, and this is what I want you to do if you're doing RKC. So I'm gonna explain this to Seth too. I want Seth to go ahead and relax for me and get into a quadruped position, so hands and knees for me. So what I want him to do is I want him to go ahead and build flexion in this position, and from that flex position, he's gonna move out into his RKC plank. So he's gonna move his upper body there first, and he's gonna slowly extend those legs, flexing as he goes back into that position. And once we're here, he's gonna think about bringing those toes and those elbows together. So we're thinking about everything, even squeezing your glutes. I need everything tight, 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 squeeze and relax. Just like that. If you get the shakes going on, that's not necessary, but it's probably gonna happen. And please make sure, the most important thing, and I say this all the time, is remember to breathe. I don't want you flexing so hard that anybody ends up passing out. So we gotta breathe while we're keeping that full flexion. You can think about on this workout, you can give me like 50% power and then increase it as we go on, because we got 5 attempts at these RKC planks, and we'll explain your rep scheme right after this break, because now you are in charge of turning your cell phone on silent, grab your water, do whatever you need to, because we got your workout coming up next. Athletes, your workout is here. We've got 10 seconds on the clock. Faith has no idea what's going on, so we're gonna have a great day. We are starting out with our floor press for Faith and our incline dumbbells for Seth, and go. Now, I'm gonna give you a couple options on our pressing here. You can go for 12 reps, or I will challenge you to go for 30 seconds on your pressing. If you need to rest within that 30 seconds, you can, but I will give you the 30-second domain. Now, when we get done with either our 12 reps or our 30 seconds, we get to rest for the remainder of that minute, and then we're going into our plank variation. So you guys have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. So now we just did 30 seconds of work on our pressing. We got 30 seconds of rest before we go into our plank. So we've got Seth going into our RKC planks, and then we've got Faith going into our regular planks. If you're doing RKC, you're going 15 seconds. If you're doing regular planks, you're going 30 seconds, or as long as you can maintain up to 30 seconds. We got 10 seconds. We are going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and get into your plank position. Now, if you're doing what Seth is doing, you got that RKC, so you got global flexion. Everything is flexed, including your pinky toe. If you've got the variation that Faith has going on, this is still a huge challenge, because we have to make sure that we can go ahead and stay in that plank position. Seth, rest. That is your 15 seconds. We got Faith going for 30 seconds or up to 30 seconds. So she can rest at any point until she hears me say time. Not going past that. Faith, you got 3, 2, 1, and rest. And that is it. So a big piece on our regular planks that we do, when we do our RKC, those shoulder blades are tucked down and back because you are flexing, you're pulling down. When we're going into our regular planks, I would like to see you round it out and pressing through your elbows and making yourself into that nice hollow position, but our hands are in front of us. So that's the variations you're gonna see on the 2 there. But we are starting on our pressing again in 5 seconds, and 3, 2, 1, and go. Now again, you got 12 reps or 30 seconds of rest here. When we've done workouts like this in the past, you know that I'm gonna ask you to try to hit the same number of reps that you got in your first round. But we've got 15 seconds left in your 30 seconds of work. If you already hit your 12 reps, you get to rest. So I hope that's not too confusing, because we're either doing the 12 reps or the 30 seconds. But if you're doing your 30 seconds, you got 5, and 3, 2, 1, and rest. So this is our second set. We are moving into our planks. Once again, we got Seth on those RKC, like everything's flexed. Your nose, your ears, everything you can possibly, it's global. Anything, nothing should be loose. Our camera guy's making weird gestures to me. I don't know what he's doing. He's telling me you gotta keep your tongue flexed as well. So, I know. We got 5 seconds. And 3, 2, 1, and go. So again, if you're doing the RKC plank, you're going 15. If you're doing Faith's variation of the regular plank, we're going 30 seconds. I'm gonna have Faith pull her hips down just a little bit. There we go. And I'm looking for a nice solid tabletop plank when we're there. And rest, Seth, that is your 15-second mark. Faith knows that she's gotta go twice as long. If you guys are doing the regular plank and you need to rest at any point, you can. But that 30-second cutoff is where we are going to stop. And we are resting in 3, 2, 1, and down. Oh, Faith. Oh. No. I said I'd tell you to stop. So we've got 20 seconds of rest, and we're moving back into our floor press. Faith's gonna get mad at me, and she's gonna do like a minute plank on the next one. We are going into our incline push-ups for Seth, and then we're going into our floor press for Faith. We got our athletes switched up with their different movements. So if you guys are wanting to do a combination of that, talk about in just a second. We're going in 3, 2, 1, and go with your pressing. So like I said, we've got Seth doing our modified version of our press with our incline push-up, and then he's doing the advanced version of the RKC plank. We got Faith doing the advanced version of the press with the dumbbells, and then the modified version of the regular plank. So you can always change these workouts up how you need to kind of meet your fitness level. But we wanted to challenge our athletes today because we usually have one do either or version. But you're gonna go ahead and rest on those presses because that was 30 seconds and it is flying by. We are already halfway through this workout. We're going back into our planks again. And so thinking of the RKC plank, I gotta have you, everything is flexed. It's easy to remember not to flex your glutes, but I need you to squeeze as hard as you can. With Faith's variation, we're gonna make sure that we're keeping those hips in line with our shoulders. I wanna see a nice solid plank all the way down from shoulders to heels. And we're starting in 2, 1, and go. So again, I will give you your 15-second mark and I will give you your 30-second mark. And Faith has made a good correction on her hips there. We got Seth flexing his heart out. And rest, Seth, that is 15 seconds. We got Faith. Those hips are creeping up, so I'm gonna get them back down. There we go. And these are the regular planks. Don't discredit these. These are very, very tough to do. Faith is gonna rest in 3, 2, 1, and down. And that is it. We got 3 rounds down, 3 sets down. We got 2 to go. I feel like I haven't spent enough time with you guys. This is gonna be like, it's over before we know it. But we're getting back into our pressing once again. Now, if the 30 seconds is getting a little intense for you and you need to switch it up and we gotta go into that 12 rep mark, then we can definitely do that. So you pick what's gonna work best for you today. But we are gonna be starting in 3, 2, 1, and go. So again, we got Seth on his incline press. We've got Faith on her dumbbell floor press. Options here if you guys don't have it. We can use a chair that's up against the wall that's not gonna slide out on us for an incline push-up. You can use the side of your couch. You can use anything that's gonna give you a solid incline and support your body weight safely. If you're doing the variation that Faith is doing, you don't have dumbbells, but you got a plate, you can hang on to that plate and do a floor plate press. But you guys are gonna rest in 3, 2, 1, and rest. And now we're gonna go make our way back to where we're doing our planks. We got that RKC coming Seth's way, and we got those regular planks for Faith. And she's gonna hit perfect form on this, right? Yeah, no corrections on this one. We're going in 15 seconds, athletes. And 10 seconds. And 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and go. So again, those RKC planks, you're on a giant piece of paper and you're trying to crunch that paper up because it's, honey, I've shrunk the kids fitness version and we're trying to get that paper ball and rest, Seth. Trying to get that paper all crumpled up. We got Faith finishing up her last 10 seconds and she's doing a good job. She corrected hips, which is great. I didn't even have to say anything there. We're resting in 3, 2, 1, and down. And 4 down, 1 to go. We are almost done. I wish that there was like another 5 rounds to this, you know, because I just feel like this is enough. But I'm just sad that I don't get to spend more than 2 minutes with you guys after this one. So again, we're getting into our pressing coming up. So move your body around for just a second. You got 10 seconds. And then we're getting back into our pressing here. And guess what? It's bonus round because I always bring it up, but we're pressing for 60 seconds starting now. So let's go ahead and grab our dumbbells, grab our incline, and something just fell from the ceiling in the studio, but it's not stopping our stride. We are working through 60 seconds here. So as we go through our reps, if you need to rest within this at any point, you can, but I'm getting everything out of you that I possibly can. You guys are 20 seconds into this pressing, so if you need to rest, you can. I'm not gonna be disappointed. You can throw in clapping push-ups like Seth is doing right now, which is amazing in itself. Give me a clap between the legs again, Seth. There we go, perfect. We got Faith taking a quick giggle break before she gets back into her pressing. And then we got 20 seconds left here, and you guys are gonna be going right into your planks. Little does Seth know that as much fun as he's having with his clapping push-ups, he gets to max RKC on the next minute. So you got 10 seconds left, and we are moving into planks in 5, and 3, 2, 1, and go. So we're into our planks now, and I'm gonna count this extra setup time that we're not in the plank. Now we're starting, so you got a full minute. We're gonna go to 10:05 on the clock because both athletes started a little bit late. And Seth, I can tell you're not flexing. There we go. Give me a little bit more, that's it. We're gonna keep moving through, and I'm gonna give you your countdown. We are 15 seconds into this plank, and Seth is gonna keep going because he doesn't back down for a challenge. You better be breathing, Seth. We got Faith working on hers over here. Get those hips down just a little bit for me. Perfect, make it a little bit more difficult, good. And we are working through, we're 30 seconds in. If you can do an RKC plank for a minute, like you're going to the games. So I need you to keep moving for me. You're almost there. We are 40 seconds in. Seth, try harder. Keep going for me. I need you guys to push because we are almost at the end. You got 15 seconds left. You gotta keep flexing. You gotta keep planking. We got 10 seconds left. You are almost done. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Seth, give me a clap. Give me a clap. There we go, perfect. So a clapping RKC plank, you guys saw it here, first time ever. Athletes, fantastic job. We were so happy to have you join us today, especially when we got that bonus round. I don't know if we can throw on the Mario Kart music from the last round of the race, but that's the kind of energy that we had right there. So Seth, great job. I'll move my hand close so you don't have to move out too far. Great job, Faith. Athletes, great job at home. We had a great time with you. Make sure you stick around because you got your cool down coming up next. Athletes, great job on your pressing and your planks. You guys absolutely brought the fitness today and we loved it. We had a great time with you. And we hope you had a great time. And if it's your first time with us, I gotta tell you about a special offer. If you use the code ATHOME on mayhemathletes.com, you can start a free month of programming to work your way towards whatever your goals are. If your focus is bodybuilding, CrossFit, functional fitness, workouts on the road, workouts at your parents' house, at your in-laws' house, wherever you may be in the world, if you've got room to move, we've got workouts that will fit your needs. Whether you're looking to be a little bit fitter for life, to tackle those things that are the unknown and unknowable that are thrown your way, or make it all the way to the competition floor, you just did a workout with us and that officially makes you an athlete. So we would love to have you join the Mayhem Athlete community. Now, we got your cool down listed here, and I always say this, but your body just did some really cool things that maybe you surprised yourself with, and it definitely took care of you. So make sure you take care of your body and do this cool down. Show it some love, it will appreciate it, and it'll keep you coming back for workout after workout. As always, be good, be kind, and join us again for another great day of fitness.